Everything you're seeing right now, the screen, the room, the colors, the depth, none of it exists the way you think it does. Your eyes don't work like cameras. Your ears don't work like microphones. Your brain doesn't passively receive reality. It actively constructs it, building a model of the world and presenting it to you as truth. You've been living inside a simulation your entire life, and the simulator is the 3 pounds of tissue inside your skull. It takes roughly 200 milliseconds for sensory information to be processed into a conscious image. That's a fifth of a second. In that time, a baseball pitcher's fastball moves over 6 meters. If you saw the world in real time, you'd never catch a ball, dodge a car, or react to anything fast. So your brain cheats. It predicts. Based on patterns from your entire life, your brain generates a prediction of what the next moment will look like and shows you that prediction instead of waiting for the actual data. When the real data arrives, your brain compares it to the prediction. If it matches, you never notice. If it doesn't, you get surprised. That startle when someone appears unexpectedly, that's your prediction model failing. What you experience as now is actually your brain's best guess about what's happening 200 milliseconds from the last data it received. Optical illusions aren't magic or trickery. They're proof that your brain is constructing what you see rather than passively receiving it. The checker shadow illusion. 2 squares that are objectively the same shade of gray look completely different because your brain adjusts for what it thinks the lighting should be. The rotating dancer. The same animation appears to rotate clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on which direction your brain predicts. The rubber hand illusion. Watching a fake hand being stroked while your real hand is hidden causes your brain to adopt the fake hand as your own within minutes. Your brain decided the fake hand is yours, and your lived experience changed to match. These aren't flaws, they're features. Your brain prioritizes useful over accurate. A model that keeps you alive is better than a model that's true. This framework is called predictive coding, and it's one of the most important theories in modern neuroscience. Your brain maintains a constantly updated model of the world. Every second, it generates predictions about what your senses should be receiving. When sensory data arrives, the most important signals sent upward are the differences, the prediction errors. If everything matches the prediction, your brain barely processes it at all. This is why you stop noticing the hum of an air conditioner. Your model predicts it, the sound matches, and your brain filters it out. It's also why a new sound in a quiet room grabs your attention. The prediction error is large. Your brain doesn't process reality. It processes surprises. The world has no color as you experience it. There are only electromagnetic waves of different frequencies bouncing off objects. Your eyes detect a narrow band of these frequencies and send signals to your brain. Your brain assigns colors to those signals. Red isn't in the apple. Red is in your visual cortex. Different animals have different color receptors. Mantis shrimp have 12 types of color receptors, though, surprisingly, their ability to distinguish colors is actually worse than ours. Dogs see in 2 color channels instead of 3. Same world, different construction. Your version of reality is built by your hardware. Change the hardware, change the world. Each of your eyes has a blind spot, a point where the optic nerve connects to the retina, and there are no photoreceptors. No light is detected there. You should see a black hole in your visual field. You don't. Your brain fills it in, seamlessly painting over the gap with what it predicts should be there, based on surrounding information. You can prove this to yourself with a simple test. Close one eye, focus on a point, and slowly move a dot toward your blind spot. It vanishes. Your brain erased it and filled the space with background. You're not seeing the world. You're seeing your brain's painting of the world. If perception is controlled hallucination, your brain generating a model constrained by sensory data, then hallucinations are what happens when the model runs without the constraint. People with Charles Bonnet syndrome, caused by vision loss, experience vivid visual hallucinations. Their eyes send less data, but their brain's visual model keeps generating. It fills the void with faces, patterns, landscapes. Similarly, sensory deprivation, floating in darkness and silence, produces hallucinations within hours. Remove the data, and the prediction engine keeps running. Dreams are the most common example. Every night, your brain generates a full sensory experience: sight, sound, emotion. with zero external input. Perception and hallucination are the same process. The only difference is whether sensory data is guiding the model. This isn't philosophy. It has real-world consequences. Eyewitness testimony is notoriously unreliable because two people watching the same event construct different models. Their brains predicted different things, noticed different details, and filled in different gaps. Studies show that your emotional state, expectations, cultural background, and even the words used to describe an event after the fact can literally alter what you remember seeing. Memory isn't a recording, it's a reconstruction. Every time you recall a memory, you rebuild it, and it can change in the process. You're not remembering what happened, you're remembering the last time you remembered it. Here's the deepest question. If your brain constructs a model of reality and presents it to you, who is the you that's watching? This is the hard problem of consciousness. We can explain the mechanisms, predictive coding, neural correlations, sensory processing, but we cannot explain why any of it feels like something. Why does seeing red feel like something rather than nothing? Why does pain hurt instead of just registering as data? No model of the brain, no matter how complete, has answered this question. While many scientists and philosophers grapple with this hard problem, others argue that once we fully understand the brain's mechanisms, the mystery of consciousness will dissolve. We know the brain builds reality. We don't know why anyone is home to experience it. You've never seen the real world. You've only ever seen your brain's best guess. And right now, that guess is telling you this video is almost over. Whether that's true or just a prediction, well, that's the whole point.